An article from The Sun, February 21, 1996, issue of pages 20 to 21, written by Sam Martin, was titled World to End in 2001. It reported that NASA scientists had secretly developed a plan to intercept a rogue star using missiles launched from a base on the Moon. According to the article, an outer space traffic accident threatens to destroy the Earth when a rogue star, nicknamed Wormwood, after the name mentioned in the Book of Revelation, passes dangerously close to our planet by the year 2000. Though it will not directly strike Earth, it is predicted to pass so near that its gravitational pull could knock Earth out of its orbit and send it hurtling toward the Sun. U.S. astrophysicist Dr. Rodney Melton revealed that evidence for this prophecy was strong enough for world governments to secretly collaborate with the White House and an elite NASA task force to deflect the runaway star. American, German, Russian, and British scientists reportedly discovered Wormwood in the Oort cloud at the edge of our solar system beyond Pluto, and had been tracking it for 4 years. Wormwood was said to be about 5 times larger than Earth and projected to pass within 25 million miles, roughly half the distance between Earth and Mars. From Earth, it would appear as large as the full Moon. Its gravitational pull alone will cause storms, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions, warned Dr. Melton. Depending on the heat it emits, ice caps, oceans, and rivers could turn to steam before Earth is finally ripped from its orbit, either flung into the Sun or cast out into deep space. Because of the danger, American and Russian military scientists were allegedly building massive nuclear missiles to blast Wormwood away. The plan called for assembling and launching them from the Moon to minimize Earth's gravity interfering with the trajectory. Computer calculations confirm the runaway star is currently on course to enter the solar system at the turn of the century, said Dr. Dreher, another scientist quoted in the article. Dr. Melton added that Wormwood was not a true star but more like a failed star, a massive body similar to Saturn or Jupiter that never fully ignited. It still carried intense heat and strong gravity, but if it had been a real star, no human intervention could stop it. This story tied into long-standing theories about Planet X, a mysterious large body in the Oort cloud suspected for decades by astronomers. That region, a vast no man's land beyond Pluto filled with interstellar debris, is believed to be the birthplace of comets. For over 50 years, astronomers had feared a catastrophic event like this. The article also connected Wormwood to biblical prophecies, ancient Sumerian myths of Nibiru, and even crop circle symbolism. It cited older publications, such as The Electrical Experimenter, 1915, and Dr. Frank E. Strange's pamphlet The White Planet, which allegedly described unusual moving celestial objects or thinking fireballs similar to Wormwood/Nibiru. The text warned that natural disasters, mass animal behavioral changes, and planetary alignments, such as that predicted for May 5, 2000, would herald catastrophic events. It further prophesied the arrival of the Shams passenger ships from a crystal city meant to retrieve 144,000 worthy souls, echoing the Book of Revelation. Dr. Kharlamov stated, "We have not yet been able to get a close look at the satellite. However, our own orbiting satellites and Earth-based tracking stations have detected that it is unusually large and technologically advanced. It seems to possess the ability to scan and analyze virtually every aspect of our planet. It also contains a transmitter, apparently designed to send information back to the civilization that launched it. This diamond-shaped object could very well be a reconnaissance probe from another world." This account appeared in the October 8, 1996 issue of Weekly World News, page 69, in an article written by Edgar Kovnin titled Interplanetary Probe Captures 700-Mile-Long Object on Film. Another extraordinary report from Moscow described how a Russian space probe had photographed a massive blue, egg-shaped object floating in space. A Kremlin source confirmed the discovery earlier that year, calling it possibly the most important finding since Pluto was identified in 1930. "If we assume for a moment that the object is indeed an egg," the source said, "it would confirm once again that extraterrestrial life exists, and that alien life forms are moving through space. The sheer size of the object, nearly 700 miles long, defies comprehension. A creature that large could destroy life on Earth in an instant." Dr. Gusev added that there was no scientific proof the egg was alive, other than its strikingly smooth and shiny exterior, completely unlike the jagged, rocky surface of an asteroid or meteor. "If I had to guess," he said, "I'd say it's an egg that's going to hatch, perhaps any day now." The article included an artist's conception of the colossal space egg reportedly discovered by the unmanned Russian probe. Scientists speculated that it might represent proof of extraterrestrial life. Another newspaper, The Express, November 13, 1996, pages 28 and 45, ran a feature by John Ingham entitled Missiles That Could Save Mankind, warning that some 3,900 asteroids are heading toward Earth and that just one impact could wipe out civilization. Scientists urged world leaders, including then Prime Minister John Major, to prepare nuclear weapons to divert any asteroid on a collision course with Earth. American scientist Edward Teller, the father of the H-bomb, wrote to world leaders warning that even the most powerful bombs ever created by man are insignificant fireworks compared to the energy released by an asteroid strike. Dr. Duncan Steele of SpaceGuard Australia agreed, noting that if a half-mile-wide asteroid were about to hit, humans might have only 6 seconds of warning. Experts proposed sending a large nuclear device aboard a spacecraft to detonate near an incoming asteroid, pushing it onto a different orbit millions of miles away, long before it could reach Earth. If such an object were to get through our defenses, the result would be catastrophic: tidal waves, mass deaths, and a natural nuclear winter from dust and debris thrown into the atmosphere. In the prophetic tone of the article, it concluded, "The Earth is like the bullseye on a dartboard. The asteroids are hitting double high now, but sooner or later they will hit the bullseye. It's not a question of if, but when. You will witness these changes." On September 21, 1995 AD, the Boston Herald reported that a 12-year-old girl, Joy Jowling, and Tiffany Sanders, age 6, were savagely attacked by a Rottweiler in Jamaica Plain. Joy was bitten on her face, head, and arms. The article stated, "He bit her so many places, I couldn't even see where the blood was coming from." Yet you NWPians refuse to hear the truth. Why? Because the truth hurts. Most NWPians across the world have been placed under the hypnotic spell of Leviathan, a spell of spiritual ignorance and mental death. It has reduced you from your godlike nature to the level of bewildered slaves. You wander in confusion, searching for your long-lost identity, asking questions but receiving only lies from false teachers, preachers, ministers, imams, and professors. The Holy Tablets, El-Khalq, The Creation, Chapter 1, The Story of Lucifer, Tablet 3-3-4, warns, Lucifer comes in many forms to trick and deceive the faithful. Reject Lucifer and his companions. But you did not believe me, nor give recognition, because the message came from one like yourself, raised in the Western Hemisphere. And yet, when newspapers and religious magazines publish future predictions, you forget, I explained these truths to you long before, scripturally, scientifically, and historically. The truths revealed by Wu-Sabat leave no room for doubt. Secret societies have fed you false symbols and hidden meanings, designed to confuse you. These symbols were inherited from the ancient Luciferians of the second fire, malevolent beings, the jinn, who followed Shakar of Sitmit, the poisoner. According to the Holy Tablets, El-Khalq, Chapter 1, The Beginning, Tablet 2:13-14, from the second fire came the malevolent beings, the Illuminati, the jinn, the Yahwehans, the cherubim. A race of disagreeable Anunnaki, cast from Ilion to the Orion constellation. And these Luciferians began to do evil. They came to Terra as extraterrestrial beings, calling themselves gods. The Luciferians and Yahwehans were permitted to rule parts of Earth, but Halil, the son of Tarnush, desired to rule them all. Thus was born the Illuminati, the worshippers of Lucifer. This worship predates Adam Weishaupt's order of 1776, it stretches back thousands of years, rooted in extraterrestrial deities secretly honored even today. These forces, Luciferians, Yahwehans, Satanists, have embedded themselves into every corner of human life. Some seek to control your energy, others to dominate your very mind. Earth, originally called Tiamat, has been quarantined by the Intergalactic Confederation. Yet if enough souls seek freedom, these forces may be removed. Still, many humans embrace lust and illusion, spiraling into spiritual death. Do not fall into their delicacies. O faithful ones, reject Lucifer and his companions, for they come in all forms to deceive. The mark in the forehead is not a number tattooed on your skin, it is a computerized chip, storing your life history. In courts, banks, and workplaces, an infrared scanner will read your identity. This is the beast system, sophisticated, digital, hidden beneath technology. The rise of the cashless society proves the prophecy true. Welfare spelled backwards is farewell, farewell to Nubian manhood. Credit cards, gold cards, platinum cards, these are the stepping stones to total control. As it is written in Revelation 13:16-17, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And so, your world is moving quickly into the digital prison foretold. Time magazine, July 23, 1990 AD, reported that over 600,000 cases of skin cancer were diagnosed in the United States, many caused by ultraviolet rays. Malignant melanoma, deadliest of all, was spreading faster than ever. Doctors reported unprecedented cases. The Harvard Medical School health letter confirmed, the bronzed youth of the baby boom are now in the vanguard of the melanoma plague. This is the judgment of the sun. While Nubians, protected by melanin, are less affected, the fair-skinned suffer under the fire of Ra. Earthquakes, hurricanes, and cyclones multiply beyond historical record. In the 1890s, there were 3 major quakes per decade. By the 1980s, there were 86. The Book of Revelation warns of this half-hour of silence, marking the end of time. I foretold the Antichrist would rise from the Arab world, not from Christianity. In the early 1990s, Arab supremacy would challenge the world order. And it has begun. Wars rise and fall, 1991, 1994, 1996, and escalate into World War III. Missiles fall upon the earth. New York trembles. Germ warfare is prepared. These events unfold just as foretold. Already the beast marks the world through the ISBN system, stamping books and knowledge with its code. This is only the beginning of the system of total control. The world of the Antichrist's associates will be a cashless, checkless society, where every financial transaction is computerized and executed at business centers and supermarkets without the use of money. Electronic funds transfer, EFT, is already practiced in most US cities. With EFT, a consumer can buy and sell without cash, while the computer simply debits and credits the account. Even now, nations are fulfilling the prophecy of Revelation 13:16-18. In Thailand, over 56 million people are registered in a national database. Everyone over the age of 15 is logged into the system. Their national ID cards record names, addresses, identification numbers, fingerprints, marital status, educational background, occupations, income, nationality, religion, family history, tax returns, and criminal records. Some cards even list social security numbers and blood types. What more information could they need? This prophecy has already come to pass. In 1979, a church group visiting Brussels, the business capital of the European Community, reported on a giant computer nicknamed the Beast. Paul Peterson, in his book Sinister World Computerization, described a massive system capable of storing facts and figures on every person alive. The main computer in Luxembourg occupied more than half a city block, with floors upon floors of business equipment. Reels of microtape were capable of storing 20 pages of documentation on every individual in the United States. With hundreds of reels available, the system could hold data on the entire world's population. In 1971 AD, I declared that the Beast, numbered 3666, would be located in Brussels, Belgium. Few believed me. Yet now the truths I have unveiled since 1970, the year the seventh seal was broken, are being echoed by Christian preachers and Muslim teachers who never revealed the source of their knowledge. Still, the prophecy stands: the worldwide computer will unite the nations into one system of instant identification. This system is called SWIFT, the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. Conceived in the late 1960s, born in 1973, and fully active by 1977, SWIFT now connects thousands of banks across dozens of nations. By 1979, it processed over 150,000 transactions a day, 315 million a month. The company was designed to become a central banking system for the whole world. By the early 1980s, even government checks in the United States were marked with instructions. They could not be cashed unless the recipient had the mark. The checks were recalled when public resistance rose, but the deception had already begun. The purpose of EFT and now EBT, electronic benefits transfer, is to remove money from individuals entirely, eliminating personal freedom and privacy. Benefits are credited to an account accessed only through debit or smart cards. States such as Maryland, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and South Carolina have already adopted this system, as have nations in Europe and Asia. The goal is global: every person, every transaction, tracked and monitored. The new money system incorporates the Universal Product Code, UPC, the barcode. At its core are the lines and numbers of 666. The barcode is the mark, a system that can identify every product today, and one day, every human being. This prophecy has also come to pass. IBM, the company behind much of this technology, conceals its darker role. If you take the letter before each initial in IBM, you get HAL, the computer from 2001, a space odyssey, symbolizing the beast. Even Islamic authorities, while denying prophecy, rely on IBM's 666 system to test their scriptures. Other technologies confirm the warning. Vein scanners read patterns in hands and wrists. Smart cards replace cash for meals, work access, and computers. iScan systems identify individuals by the pattern of blood vessels in their retinas. Live-scan fingerprints already replace ink in police stations. Even experiments with computer chip implants in the brain are underway, designed to turn criminals into docile slaves for labor. The beast never rests. Supercomputers now fit into portable devices. A person in Europe can access the complete profile of an individual in America in seconds. Step by step, the plan unfolds: one computerized finance system, one religion, one world government, controlled by the beast and his network of monsters. Even television is not exempt. George Orwell foresaw it in 1984, two-way TVs that watch you as you watch them. Cable systems already record viewing habits and transmit signals back to the providers. Scientists now warn that extraterrestrials could hijack TV signals to broadcast subliminal commands, turning entire populations into slaves without a shot fired. Prophecy after prophecy has been fulfilled. The world is moving into the grip of the Antichrist system, its mark already upon the earth. On December 12, 1996 AD, a loud and shattering sound swept across the earth. Did you hear it? Did you feel how the very ground trembled beneath your feet? Some dismissed it as chance, as a mystery without cause. But I had already spoken of that date, had already marked it as doomsday. Many thought I jested, until the moment came, boom. The world shook, and all were left in confusion. What was it? Was it thunder? Was it the cracking of the Earth's own bones? No. That sound was the mothership Nibiru being stopped in its course by the Aldebarans, who reached across the heavens to slow the advance of Comet Hal-Bopp. They intervened, blocking its descent, holding Nibiru back from its destined strike upon this planet. And what of Hal-Bopp itself? Was it only a comet, a frozen wanderer of the skies? That is what the scientists told you. But ask yourself, how could a comet be seen almost 2 years before its closest pass, when all others are glimpsed mere months ahead? Why was it 1,000 times brighter than Halley's comet, even at the same distance? Why did its coma swell larger than the sun, though it was too far away for solar heat to cause such a bloom? Why did fragments break free, as if something within resisted its disguise? Can you not see? Hal-Bopp was a veil. The orbit was guided. The brilliance was engineered. The comet was not the threat, the true presence was Nibiru, moving beside it, concealed yet purposeful. And did not the heavens speak again that same year? In October 1996, the astronomers announced a star burning in the heart of the Milky Way, 10 million times brighter than the sun. Why was it hidden until now, if not because the time of revelation had come? They named it the Pistol Star, but we know it as a herald, another sun entering alignment, a step toward the birth of a tri-star system, preparing the heavens for the return of the Rizkians. Then came the alignment of December 1st to 7th. Did you look up? Did you see 8 planets strung like pearls across the sky? Pluto, Mercury, Mars, Venus, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, and Saturn, with the crescent moon among them? Was it mere coincidence, or was it a sign, a cosmic message spelling out what had long been foretold? These are not accidents of astronomy. They are not myths to be forgotten. They are warnings, confirmations. The Elohim, the Anunnaki, the Ancient Ones, have moved the stars themselves to awaken us. And I ask you, when the signs blaze above and the earth itself trembles below, will you still doubt? Or will you hear the call of the Maguraj, the Great Connection, and realign yourself with those who created and now return? I say once more, they walk among you. They have always been here. They are the Ancient Ones.